I think Alex Rodriguez had happened with him too. Is that right, Paulie?
You guys were taping an interview. We were taping an interview with A-Rod, and you were just joking around about Jeter and changing positions and this and that. And I can't remember what he said about Jeter, but it ended up being blown out.
Well, he ripped him.
Yeah.
This is what happened. The God's honest truth with this, because when you remember, if you remember A-Rod saying that he did all these things better than Jeter, and that Jeter just signed this contract where he's going to make, I think, $18 million a year. A-Rod calls in, and we're going to tape the interview. It's after the show. It's going to be for the next day. So A-Rod calls in, and we start chatting, and I said, all right, you ready to go? And he says, yes. And then I say to him, what do you think about Jeter's contract? Well, he starts talking to me about Jeter's contract. He goes, there's nothing that he does better than me. Now, he knew we were taping this, and we ended up airing that, and it was front page. It was big news in the New York tabloids where he was calling out Jeter before he had gotten to the Yankees. And, A-Rod did not talk to me for how many years, Paulie?
Probably a good 4 years, and you were even off one day when we scheduled him to come on, and Trey Wingo was sitting in, and he just won MVP, and I put, Alex, congratulations on MVP. Trey Wingo's sitting in for Danny. He goes, oh, great.
Yeah. Oh, thankful. I'm thankful that Trey's on.
Isn't he still not talking to you?
You're on the porch or something. Wasn't there some kind of phraseology?
Oh, yeah. He said I was allowed on the front porch, but not in. Because I said, where's your MVPs? How far would I have to walk into the house to see your MVPs? He goes, well, you would never get in my house. Oh, okay. Well, where am I? I would allow you to be on the front porch. But A-Rod, and to his credit, never said anything. But he didn't talk to me for 4 years, I think. So we call to have him on, and the PR guy with the Rangers goes, yeah, you and A-Rod have a good relationship. Should be able to get him. And we were going to be in Dallas. And we were over at the Mavs facility. And I remember we were going there, and we got a call back saying, A-Rod's not going to do it. He's got a problem with you. Got a problem with me. I don't know what I've said recently. Well, it stemmed from the Derek Jeter comments. So we go over to the Rangers locker room. After the show, we all go to Arlington, and I want to confront A-Rod face-to-face. I'm like, all right, I don't have a problem. Let's see what he has to say. I walk into the Rangers locker room, and at the time I was with Rob Dibble. Thank God I was with Dibble, and he was working with me at the mothership. So we walk in. You got Palmeiro. Palmeiro's on a couch, and he turns around, and he's facing the back of the couch. He's got his hands resting on the top of the couch, looking over at A-Rod's locker. A-Rod's talking to, I think, Mike Lamb. And you would have thought Mike Lamb was the Dalai Lama. He was just listening to every word he was saying. And I was just standing there. And I probably waited 20 minutes. And all of the other Rangers gathered behind. I'm thinking, circus is in town. Could be go time. So A-Rod gets done and then turns back to his locker. Doesn't say anything. I said, hey, you got a problem with me? He goes, yeah. Now it's silent in the locker room. And I'm going, oh, boy. God. He's not a small dude either. And he started to say some things about taking things out of context. And I said, no, you knew what I was doing with that interview. Like, I didn't even know why he was angry at me. I say to Dibble, who's behind me, who's a big dude, I said, you got my back? Because I didn't know what was going to happen. But you had all of the Rangers there lined up. It was like Sharks and Jets, but it was just me against A-Rod. And all of a sudden, toe-to-toe with it, I said my piece. Then it got ugly. It got heated. Because then there were some F-bombs. And then I realized, hey, all right, I'm going to speak my piece. I'm going to tell him what I think here. Because I didn't do anything wrong. But, man, it was go time. I thought he was going to pop me.
You're the only interview I've done since I signed because you're my buddy. I want you to know that.
Is that the new A-Rod or the old A-Rod? That's so long ago. I'm leaving the Rangers locker room, and who do I see? Because I'm thinking, what the hell just happened here? And I see Scott Boras. I see A-Rod's agent. I said, hey, better talk to your guy, man. He's delusional. What? You two have a good relationship. I said, no, we don't. No, we don't. I said, look, I'll still do my job and have him on the show. But what just happened in there? Unprofessional. Unprofessional. He goes, well, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. I don't know what was ever said. But, yeah, that was almost go time. And that was something that A-Rod thought we did, like we were up to no good there.